Hi my fellow ant keepers. In today's video I'm going to tell you the top 7 beginner mistakes all ant keepers made and how to avoid making them. If you already know a lot about ant keeping, stay tuned to find out if you make these mistakes so that you can call yourself a pro in ant keeping. The most important thing not to do when your queen ant is still in the founding stage is to check on her too often. By exposing your queen to a lot of movement in light can stress her out and even kill her or make her want to eat her brood. Out of experience, I would recommend that you only check on your queen once a week until her first workers has arrived. The second biggest mistake ant keepers can make is to overcomplicate their outworld by adding too much decoration. Although this mistake would not necessarily kill the ants, some of the colony may decide to move out into the outworld where you cannot see or observe the ants, which is for some of you guys the main reason you want to keep ants. If you already have a big colony and a lot of ants are in the outworld, too much decoration can make it easier for the ants to escape. I would recommend that you make a simple outworld that looks a lot like this one. You only need a water tower or test tube for hydration. Moving your ants from one nest to another is one of the things we all ant keepers need to do. When you move your ant to a new nest, you may have to make sure that that nest is the right size for your colony, not too big or not too small, otherwise the ants won't move in. If your nest is too big for the colony, they will leave their garbage and dead workers inside of the nest, which can cause mold and other harmful bacteria to grow, which is not healthy for the colony. If your nest is too small for the colony, they will start trying to escape and find new nesting space, or even try nesting inside of your outworld. Mistake number 4 is diet, which is basically what type of foods your ants need to survive. Some ants need more honey, some ants need more protein from dead insects or alive insects, and some ants even have to eat seeds. Ants such as harvester ants mainly eat seeds and dead insects. This is why you need to do research on what species of ant you have and what type of food they need to survive. It is very important that you place your ant colonies in the right room with the right temperatures and everything. Firstly, you need to keep the nest out of direct sunlight, because the sun will overheat the nest and the ants will be forced to move out into the outworld, which is not ideal for them. The room that you keep your ants in needs to stay the same temperature throughout the whole day. This is why you can't keep your ants inside of a room with a working air conditioner inside of it. Mistake number 6 is lack of ventilation. This is important because ants need oxygen, just like any other animal, to survive. You need to make sure that there is a constant airflow inside of the nest, otherwise the ants will just move out into the outworld. Keeping non-native ant species isn't necessarily a mistake, but it is something I would not recommend. This is because the ants would not be great for the ecosystem if they would escape and would outcompete other ant species. Firstly, leafcutter ants would not survive with the temperatures, food and leaves that are in another country. But if a non-native fire ant colony escaped out of captivity, they would outcompete all of the native ants in that country. If you want to learn more about ant keeping, go and watch my video on how to build your own DIY nest.